Hey, welcome back. Today we are talking about 5 tips for getting started with the novel. If you're watching this, you've likely already started with the seed and you have an idea and you think this can make a really good book. In that case, I also recommend checking out my video on starting with the seed and building a log line. Today, though, my 5 tips for you for getting started with the novel. Number 1, character. Start with anything. If you don't have a clear picture of a full character yet, just starting with one little thing about the character is essentially a great way to start the novel, because a novel is just a character acting out, basically. So you can't really get started until you have that character. But the reason why I said to start with something small is I know a lot of people coming to the novel for the first time don't really know where to start with developing a character, and they don't even really have a full character figured out yet, and that pressure can be too much. It can actually stop you from writing. You don't need to have a full fleshed out full character yet, just having something. Then number 2, you will want basic plot points. So protagonist, main character, wants X, and the antagonist, the person who is going to be getting in their way, wants Y. That's it. That's all you need at this point. So you've got something about the character and you've got what they want. Simple farm kid, grows up in a small town, small, very rural town, and they just want to get out. Maybe they want to go to college and that's their way out. A character, 1 or 2 details about them and what they want. Number 3, conflict. So what's getting in their way? Let's say it is a young kid living in a rural town, very small town. They're sick of it. They want to get out, and college is their ticket. Well, what are some obstacles that can come along with that? Could be money. Their scholarship didn't come through. Could be their grades. Maybe there was a project that they didn't do well on or didn't complete. Maybe it's they were deferred and someone else has their spot and they somehow find out who that person is. Anything could get in the way of this goal. Number 4, setting. So I just dropped a couple of things there. Rural farm kid. You could also have someone living in a big city like LA or New York. It could also change this early on. You do not have to be married to a setting, but I do recommend starting with something that you find interesting, whether it's a beach town, small cozy town like Gilmore Girls, Stars Hollow, something that will entertain you and draw you in, because the more you care about this setting, the more detail and delight you will bring to the novel, and will also cement that setting. A great piece of writing advice I've gotten from mentors is that if there's something in your novel, particularly setting, that if you could easily take it out, would that change the book at all? And if it wouldn't, it's not that important. Meaning, if you pick a setting and you don't care about it that much, so you're not really going into a lot of detail about it, you're not bringing it to life or making it essentially another character in your book, if you could change the setting to anywhere else in the world and the novel would still work, it means the setting isn't very good. You want to find something you're passionate about, fall in love with the setting, do a lot of research, bring that into your novel. And that will not only give you more to work with when you're plotting and drafting the story, but also it will bring your book so much more to life. If you care about something, so will your readers. And then finally, the big 5, the big 7 bullets. So I have an example of that here. The big 7 bullets are the major bullet points that I start with before I even outline. I just want to know, what are the big things that I want to hit? What are the big plot points that I want to really happen in my novel. Once I have this, it's basically like telling myself the story, giving me a place to go. And I can take this and expand it into the full chapter by chapter outline. For more writing advice and writing tips like this, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned on newly posted videos.